We are back with the series of 7 days, 7 words challenge. Well, the most beautiful part about communication is to steadily build your vocabulary. That's how you can arrest the interest of your audience. And we bring to the table exciting words which can be used in every walk of life, be it your personal space or your professional capacity. You will love using these words and definitely floor your audience. So let's get into this lesson as quickly as we can. Well, often when we are confused, we use, different words. We tend to stutter or stammer, even fumble with the choice of word. So, vocabulary is a conscious choice. We actually make a decision that this is the word I want to use for this situation. So, let us understand how should that word occur to us. So, if the basic word, let's start with the first one. So if you're using the basic word as, say, confused, I'm confused. So there are several alternatives to this word, and that exactly is the choice you need to make. Stop saying confused and start saying, well, today I'm going to teach you the word conundrum. Conundrum essentially means you're confused in a particular decision or you're stuck between options trying to make a choice. Okay. So if a manager is selecting, his subordinate from a range of interviews that he has conducted, and he faces a conundrum simply because he has two very good candidates up for this role and he has to make a choice. So conundrum, excellent switch word for confused. Start using it right away. When someone is very, very samajhdar in something, they think through everything or take decisions after a lot of thought, probably the first word which occurs to us is wise. Well, I will advocate the use of the word judicious. Instead of saying that he sounds very wise, he sounds, someone who thinks through things before making a decision, start using the word judicious. Judicious means a person who has considered everything and is very calculated in making his decisions. He just doesn't randomly decide on things. Okay. So, for example, when Shankar speaks, okay, our foreign minister, Mr. Shankar speaks, that's when, you feel he's extremely judicious in his choice of words, in the way he puts across his responses, simply because he doesn't want to come across as someone who has, probably randomly given his opinion without weighing his choice of words. So you watch some clip of his, you will realize that how wise or how judicious he is in sharing his opinion. Another way of using this word in day to day life, whenever we make financial investments, we have to be judicious. It can't be, all eggs in one basket kind of a situation. Be judicious and make sure that your portfolio is diversified well. When you listen to certain people who, probably have read a lot, have experienced a lot, one of the words which pop up in your head is, how knowledgeable is this individual? A name that, probably pops up in my head is Shashi Tharoor. I have often heard him speak, and be it any topic, he clearly has an opinion, and that opinion is based on sound knowledge. So, the word which you should be thinking of whenever you think of knowledge, it's erudition. Erudition is a wonderful word to use in place of knowledge. Okay, you can even call that individual erudite. So for Shashi Tharoor, definitely he's a proficient orator, but beyond that, he's so erudite in his, knowledge base or the information that he has based on his reading or probably the vast experience of life. So, erudite, a wonderful switch word for knowledgeable, or erudition, a wonderful switch word for knowledge. I often tell my learners, or for that matter, my team, that if you do something, might as well do it sincerely. So, sincerely, often the most common word used by people, for someone who does his job systematically, gives it his all, has his heart in his job that he's doing. But probably in terms of vocabulary, not very impressive. So, what can I say in place of sincerely? My recommendation, say diligently. So, if someone is doing his job sincerely, he's actually doing it diligently. So, you can also use it like an adjective. So, for instance, Ram is extremely diligent and committed to all the activities that he takes up. It's a wonderful compliment and definitely a great choice of word. When we are exposed to a new concept, it could be in theory, it could be in practice. Basically, absorbing that new concept, the impact of the same, the benefits of the same takes time. It takes time to probably see the full implications. So, such a scenario is, when you use the word, let me absorb it, let it sink in. But my recommendation is you can say, I'm trying to assimilate. So, assimilate is the word to use. I'm trying to assimilate the impact of AI, for example. Okay. AI is definitely, a conundrum for all of us. It has baffled all of us. It touches all spheres of life. But to assimilate, the concept of AI and to understand the practical implications of the same, it will take time. So, assimilate, wonderful word when you're trying to say that you're trying to absorb the concept, understand the full impact, and definitely a very usable word in different scenarios. You are working with your team and you feel that, this outcome is something which is now unavoidable for the team. Okay. It could be a deadline even. Okay. And you're trying to tell your team this deadline is unavoidable. We need to meet expectations and complete the task. Well, unavoidable, a very basic way of expressing that thought. Why don't we switch to imminent? Imminent is a wonderful word to indicate that something will happen. You can't avoid it, it's unavoidable. So, for example, in this scenario, you could say, the deadline is imminent, my team. Let's work on this and let's get the task completed well within time. Or, for that matter, India is on a growth trajectory. Its growth, its, burgeoning economy, the glory it's about to experience is all imminent. Something that is definitely lined up, and come what may, we are going to experience it. So, something that will happen, something that we cannot avoid, is imminent, bound to happen. Step up your vocabulary and change the world of communication. Basically, sound impressive, make sure that use of these words will help soar your confidence, and also don't restrict yourself to learning. Figure out what is it that you're saying at the moment and what is the choice of word which you should be saying. I have helped you with 7 words in this lesson which are definitely usable on a day-to-day basis. Go ahead, try them out, and yes, I look forward to sentences in your comment section. Okay, basically, if you want to make this your way of life, then the best way to do that is, you could join us at English Excellence with Chhaya, and we regularly will guide you and mentor you with how to build your vocabulary significantly. You can contact us at the details mentioned, and we look forward to, making this your world, making language, communication, vocabulary, and all other aspects related to developing your personality a part of your environment. That is what we strive for at English Excellence with Chhaya. Look forward to hearing from you.